Okay, another question on the assignment that I'm going to review. Can't tell you what question and number it would have been for you because that would change, but the question was 182-day Province of New Brunswick Treasury bill was issued 60 days ago. What will it sell at today to yield the purchaser 4.6%? And again, it reminds you here, do not round intermediate calculations, round your final answer to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to take a look at how I worked that out. So again, always good, draw a timeline. So 60 days ago it was issued, and it was a $182-day Treasury bill worth $100,000. We're saying now, as of today's date, what would it sell at to yield the purchaser 4.6%? So if you draw your timeline now, you can see that we know that at this point in time in the future, it's going to be worth $100,000. We need to calculate what would be the value today at 4.6%. So even though it was issued 60 days ago, we're not looking for the value then, we're looking for the value now. Now, where the 60 days ago comes into play is we're looking for the present value. So in our formula, we know the future value of 100,000. 1 plus the rate, we know the rate. It's the time. It was issued 60 days ago, and the full term was 182 days. We're looking at it now, so it's 182 days less the 60 that was before today. So there's 122 days remaining. So that's where that information comes into play. So now it's just filling in the values in the correct formula. And again, I'm just going to kind of walk you through the calculator. So I would, even myself now, would write down the formula. Then I would fill in my values. On an exam situation, I'd be looking to see, did you have the right formula? Did you have the right values in your formula? And I know I say to use the calculator. This is Chapter 6. Back in Chapter 6 and even Chapter 7, we're not really into calculator stuff at that point in time. After that, the book starts introducing the calculator. Not to say that you can't use the calculator for these, but we weren't introduced to the calculator for Chapter 6. So for this type of a question, I would expect to see the formula and the amounts filled into the formula, and then your answer. You can even put the other steps if you want, but I do them all in one step on my calculator. If you happen to use the financial, like the buttons on the calculator, then I would like to see present value, future value equals this, equals this, put that down. But if you're using the formula, I'd want to see this. Now I can do this in one step on my calculator to avoid any rounding errors. So again, now your calculator, the BA2 Plus calculator does have parentheses. So I would say 0.046 times, and then I would use right above the number 7 your left parentheses, and then I would say 122 divided by 365, and then right above your number 8 is your right parentheses, and then I would plus 1. Now I have this value, but now I'm going to store 1, because now I'm going to go 100,000 divided by recall 1 to get the full number. So you would hit 0.046 times, hit your left parentheses, 122 divided by 365, then hit your right parentheses, get that answer, add 1, and that would give you your denominator. I would store that in memory, so store 1. Then I'd hit clear. Then I'd put in 100,000 divided by, and then I would press recall 1 to get this full number. From that, you would get this value, and there I would do my rounding, because it's a dollar value, so then I would round to my 2 decimal places. But here, I wouldn't round anything. I would use store and recall to keep the full decimal places there.